On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Caught by Jones. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a 1st down in that situation?
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Our handoff running left is Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Winston now from the 50. Short throw to Disley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, with his size, you've really got to wrap up because arm tackles, they're not going to cut it. And that time, he used his full-grown man strength to fight off his defender and pick up the first down.
On first down, Gibson. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12. Play action now, Winston. Short throw to Disley, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And this will be a Bears first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. From the 50, here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. We're scoreless after 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Winston. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. On play action, Winston. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields steps away to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Fields going to take a shot for Gallup, and that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play fake. Winston. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jameis to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
First down, Winston. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington has taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Fields. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Fields. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They snap it to Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, CD, you know, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. On 1st and 10, Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Winston. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw is Winston. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Jameis again. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Take me up, here we go. 6. Check nickel.
Final play of the half here, Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington has taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 21-14.
Bears 14.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here at our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they took...
Gets through, and now an opening. Oh, what a juke into space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. The CD, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change their thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fields throwing again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now it's Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 23. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. This is Dillon on the counter. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Dillon, they tried the left side with him. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, they have certainly done their best to get him the football in this one as they hook up on another completion there. And maybe that lack of involvement, Charles, that's a thing of the past now.
Well, I think, partner, that's their love language with him, right? Throwing the football to him. That's what he wants, right? That's their way of saying, we need you. We don't need any more disharmony on the team. We have to function as one unit. And if we throw you the football, we expect good things to happen as a result.
On 3rd down, Winston. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
At the 41-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, Gibson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 147 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. throw left side complete. That's Brown. And out of bounds right around the 20.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down, Dillon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Back now at FedEx Field. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. On play action, Winston. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Dancing to his left. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. On first down, Fields gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, here's Fields. Swings this out here for Cohen. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Bears on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Off play action. Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. Steps away. And here he's got Grant. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
After the sack on 1st down, Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Winston. Short throw to Disley. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They go play action. Winston. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown! Washington. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Fields now to throw. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Rolling to his left. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Sheds off the tackle. Touchdown! Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Bears 21. Highway Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play action now. Winston. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas. It looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the football. They're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
On 1st down, Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. Here's a give to Gibson. And fights through one man. And down inside the 15 he goes. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.
They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington,
their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll hit the road next week